All right. Welcome again, people, to MG Sports TV, and this is the Jamaica Men and Women Premier League review and preview show. So, unfortunately, I never got to do the review show. I want to do it a bit earlier, but this is the review show and preview show combine. The combined show, people, and there's interesting. What I'm going to start doing no more. I wanted to do the team of the week. I want to start doing about the team of the week, play of the week, and play of the month. I'm trying my best, but it's difficult, people, because I'm doing so much things in between. It is very, very difficult, really difficult and time constraining. So that's why I'm saying actually I get some people on board, people. Anyways, people, please do smash the like button, and also please don't forget to support our sponsors at Sap Sports for all your sporting gears, football boots, jersey, socks, every single aspect. Hockey, any sports you play, you can get it. The accessories for training, the training equipment, you can get it all there. You can check them out on Instagram at SapSports4, and also you can walk into the office at 130th Muirhead Avenue, Denby, Maypen. Now, interesting stuff, people. We have the Premier League coming up, and big transfer, a lot of transfers happening in the Premier League, people. Atapharoy Bygrave now join Mount Pleasant. So basically, people say, hey, the league done. That's what they're saying. The league done. Also, Alex Marshall has officially joined Portmore United. People, league done. Anyways, guys, as they come in, please do smash the like button. Would really appreciate it if you guys do so. Won't waste the time, people. Are going to go straight into the meat of the matter. Is it meat of the matter? I'm gonna go straight into, but first we're gonna have a look at the previous games that played last time out. We're gonna have a look at that. Most definitely. Let me take myself out of the way. People. So these are the games that were featured last time out. Let me see if I can make it just a little bit bigger. Yeah. Don't need to see me. The important stuff is what's actually on the page. So, at present moment, there's a game going on with Messi versus Lionel Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo. That is, how should I put it now? El Nazar, is it Nazar? I think El Nazar and PSG. Guys, please do smash that like button. So as you know, this won't be a long one because we have Premier League games coming up. We have a big matchup, Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspurs at 3 p.m. And we want to get this show out of the way as fast as possible so that we can go and watch that game. All right, so let me bring up the Jamaica Premier League. As you guys know, it should be here. Yeah, actually it is. It is. So I should be getting the previous stats, scores, overview, fixtures, results. Let's have a look at the results. So these were the last set of games that played over the weekend. Yes, I think this is it. Round 8. No. Where are the results? Where are they? Where are they? You know what? For the last results, I'm going to go over to Twitter. Go over to the Jamaica Premier League page. Why did not bring it up, man? Prem. Good. So we're just gonna have a look at the previous games that played. The previous results. Let's have a look. Okay, so these are the results, people. I think you should be seeing the results quite good now. So these are the previous results, people. David Thompson said, "Come on, you Spurs." Yeah, we signed. We signed. Arsenal. You know, I should have done a video on it. I shall most definitely done a video on it. For sure. So there's a lot of people actually watching the game. Let me see if I can bring it up on my phone. Seem interesting. It should be half time now, no? Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's not. It seems to be half time. So, anyways, let's get into the details, people. Let's get into the details. Let's get into the details, people. All right, so we saw first matchup. We saw Chapelton Maroons losing out to Umberline, and that is where the man himself, Lenny Hyde, was sacked because of this particular results. We saw Cavaliers beating and defeating Portmore United, stopping their unbeaten run. They're in good form, but actually, I think this is one of the most score amount of goals they have conceded so far this season. I think so. Stopping the Portmore United unbeaten run, defeating them 2-1. Then we have Montego Bay defeated Falkland 1-0. That's a Moby derby, St. James derby. Mullines versus Arborview, that was a draw game. We all know that Nicholas Nelson is back in the Premier League also. No, this is the trashing. Don't be holding. Really gave it to Arnett Garden. A massive one. 4-2. Then we have top of the table, Mount Pleasant versus bottom of the table, Via United. And we saw that game drew 0-0. Really and truly, I do think there's a lot of questions being asked. Read this result. But that's how it is, people. They're on the top of the table. The moment they get a bad result, questions will be start asking with the quality that they have, the quality squad that they have. Questions will always be asking. That's just how football is. Then we have Waterhouse losing out last match. So these two games are Monday night football games, people. We have Waterhouse losing out to Tivoli Garden 1-0. So that's how these games pan out over the particular duration. So let's move now to the games that are coming up. Let's have a look at the table standings. Let's see if you guys can see it good. Yeah, as you can see, Cavaliers at the top of the table, then Mount Pleasant and Arnett Garden top 3. Bottom of the table we have Falkland, Vere, and Chapelton Maroons. Now, importantly, as I did a video earlier, Chapelton Maroons sacked Lenny Hyde, the coach that qualified the team to participate in the Premier League. The question now arises is, if Chapelton Maroons should get relegated, the question would be, was that a good move by the hierarchy structure of Chapelton Maroons in getting rid of Lenny Hyde? That's the question. My apologies here. That's definitely the question that would be asked. Anyways, all right. So let's move away from that now, people. So let's have a look at the win that Tivoli had over Waterhouse, pushed them a little bit ahead of the relegation scrapple. So the next matchup we have coming up, people, we have here, you can see Montego Bay versus Arborview. Let's see where that game is going to be played. Drax Hall, actually. So that's Jacksall. Interesting. So we have some good matchup for Jacksall, people. We have some good matchup. We have first versus fifth at Jacksall. So far this season, you can look at the run of forms for both teams. Above you in a bad, real bad run of forms. Mobile picking up their last win victory over Falkland. But this is a bad run of form from Harborview, a team that started off the season so well. And you're gonna ask the question, what really happened? What really happened there? Do you think the loss of Amal Knight and Trayvon Reid is a big blow for the team? But anyways, I do think that Harborview have enough quality players to get the job done on Montego Bay this time around. I'm gonna go Montego Bay 2-0. 2-0. Anyway, so people also there's also a gaming channel I want you guys to check out. If you guys are gamers and you like the idea of gaming, football, Call of Duty, you can check out Donkey Gaming on YouTube. A good friend of mine, he's a gamer. Farmer, he's not in Jamaica as well, but he's a gamer, and definitely you can check out his platform if you are a gamer and you like the whole aspects of FIFA. I'm a FIFA person, yeah, and Call of Duty and these things. So you can most definitely check out his platform, people. Now move on to the next matchup. Oh guys, let me just drop this in just a bit so you guys can see what we are dealing with. Before we get to that, small interruption, guys, please do remember to follow our Patreon account. The Patreon link will be in the pinned comment section, in the comment section, and also it's in the description. For the Patreon is a way to support the program, help us to grow, and also to provide more coverage for you guys. It will help with assist the channel, getting equipment, and all these factors. And on the Patreon, you're not just signing up to say you're just signing up sake. You will get behind the scenes coverage of Premier League games, coverage of any little thing, even match day vlogs from me, and also things that the other persons wouldn't see. So that's important. That's the reason for Patreons. So guys, please support our Patreons, people. It will help us to grow. We want to get some more persons on the channel. We also want to get some more persons working with me, and I'm trying my best to see how to do that. And that is money, and I'm really looking forward to get the help and support from you guys. So guys, please follow and support us in the Patreon. And you can support anywhere in the world, not just USA. You can support anywhere in the world. That is the reason why I use Patreon, the Patreon account. Big up, people, and thank you very much. Looking forward to your support. Hopefully that was informative for you guys. Anyways, so let's kick off, people. Let us kick off. Let's continue with on the track. So that is the first game. That is first one we have out of the way. That's the first one we have out of the way, people. I do think that Harborview have enough firepower to get the job done. So I'm going to go Harborview 2-0. Umberland versus Portmore United. Strong possibility we might see the likes of Alex Marshall going out. We know Shaka. So one aspect that what was the problem for Portmore United was that they weren't scoring enough goals. Yes, they were defending well, but they're not scoring enough goals. And I do think that even though Umberland is in good position, good standing, I think that firepower, I think Portmore United might have a little bit more firepower now. They have a better defensive structure. Umberland though have been scoring quite a few more goals, so that's one of the reasons why Umberland have maybe just 2 more points over Portmore United. I do think it's not because I support Portmore United, but I do think Portmore United is going to win this one. For some reason, it's going to be a close game. I 100% believe it will be a very, very close game. Even though it's going to be done by Umberland, I think Portmore United is going to get this one, maybe 2-1. Maybe something in that aspect. As you can see over the time period, Umberland, the matchup, the last 5 games that they played, the matchup has been quite close. Well, I'm going to go Portmore United 2-1 for that one. Next matchup we have is people Tivoli Garden versus Malines. Malines, Tivoli putting on a stellar to beat Waterhouse. Can they really kick on from that? Malines in 10th position, Tivoli Garden in 11th position, so it's actually quite close. Both teams, so Malines on 11 points, Tivoli on 10 points, so them kind of varies. So the two teams them perform extremely similar. Tivoli conceded 13 goals while scoring 9. Malines conceded 15 while scoring 9. So as you can see, the two categories are very, really close. So that's in regards to that. That's how that sets up. I think this is going to be a draw. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw for that one. That one kind of too close to me. Really push it over the bar. That one kind of really close. I mean, I got to go a 1-1 draw for that one. There. Big up Fresh God. Fresh God said 3 goals we scored last game. Yeah, against Chapelton. Really a struggle. Fresh God. Chapelton was a struggle. Fresh God said, nah, this is a draw game or Lion winning. We don't lose down at Everettville. A Harborview alone beat we down there. This might be another lose for you, Mike. Just saying. This might be another lose for you. Just saying. We have Chapelton. Next matchup we have is Chapelton Maroon versus Mount Pleasant. Now this is the opportunity for Mount Pleasant to kick on and get back on winning foot, because Chapelton Maroons now they are very unsettled, really unsettled, and the big question is, can they bounce back after losing their coach? And maybe some of the players, you might likely to see some of the players going. Chapelton Maroon on 8 points, conceding 18 goals, only scoring 3, so they're not scoring. Mount Pleasant scoring 20, conceding only 7, and based off performance, even though Mount Pleasant performance so far it kind of look a bit edgy, I 100% believe that they have more than enough artillery, I should say, to get this job done. I think I will say that Mount Pleasant are going to defeat Chapelton Maroon. I think I'm going to say that. This game will play by Drax All People, Drax All Sports Complex. I do believe that Mount Pleasant will get the job done over Chapelton Maroons. I maybe a 3-0. It might be, now I'm going to say it might be that bad. I'm going to say it's 3-0 in that region. I'm going to say 3-0 in that region. Mount Pleasant 3, Chapelton Maroon 0. And as I said, no, people, it's going to be a conflicting one, because if Chapelton Maroon should take a steep decline, how do they bounce back? And remember that relegation is playing. Relegation is playing, and that is very dangerous. So we will see how that one materializes. Cavaliers versus Waterhouse. This is the big matchup for the day. This game will be played by which one the game I play? Where is it playing? Oh, Stadium East. This game will be played over Stadium East. Which one the game I play at Stadium East? Let me see. That's a Jacksaw that I play. Tivoli versus Malines. Stadium East. So this is a double header. So Tivoli versus Malines is the double header, and that is the double header. So maybe when people forgot Jacksaw, the Chapelton Maroon versus Mount Pleasant, I think that's actually a good matchup for me. I think I'm gonna go to that matchup. I think. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. When me make up my mind, people. When me make up my mind. But anyways, let's jump back to this game. Cavaliers versus Waterhouse. Interesting. Now, this game should be a cracker. Guys, please do smash the like button if you are watching and you kind of enjoy the show. Even if you're not, smash the like button. This game should definitely be a cracker. Last time our Cavaliers defeated Waterhouse 4-1. That's actually in last year. Waterhouse. Let's see the last couple of games that they have played. It's in favor of Waterhouse. It's mostly in favor of Waterhouse. Yeah. But the last match that they play, Cavaliers defeated Waterhouse. I think that was a quarterfinal. A quarterfinals, people? I don't remember, A quarterfinals? Me can't remember. But one of them game there. Alright, so I think the mere fact that Cavaliers is in such good form and Waterhouse I try gain some consistency. Waterhouse really try gain some consistency. It looked like a draw game or a 1-0 win. It looked like something can tip the balance. It looked like something can tip the balance. A draw or a 1-0 win. I think me gonna go Cavaliers. Me predict Waterhouse win last time and they win. They win the last match. But me think this time around me go Cavaliers. I think me go towards Cavaliers. Colin Anderson in great form right now. Waterhouse still a try to work out some level of consistency. Especially the performance versus Tivoli. Not very impressive. Not very impressive. Read it. Taking their chances. I think me gonna go Cavaliers for this one. I'm gonna go Cavaliers for this one. Waterhouse still a try to get consistent. So I'm gonna go Cavaliers. Me go Cavaliers 1-0. See me go Cavaliers 1-0. I'm gonna go Cavaliers 1-0. Interesting matchup though. Really, really interesting matchup. So Monday Night Football now fall in place, people. Monday Night Footballer. First matchup we have Dumby Holding versus Veer. This is going to be an interesting one. Really, really interesting one. With Veer kind of salvaging a point from against Mount Pleasant. Can they really do something against Dumby Holding? And Dumby Holding want to bounce back. Dumby Holding want bounce back. So I think I'm going to go in favor of Dumby Holding. Oral Thomas, big impact on the team since coming back. I think I'm going to go Dumby Holding for this one. Even though this Veer lose the last game against Mount Pleasant. And Veer come up and put on an astonishing performance and secure a 1 point. So, they secure that 1 point. I'm going to go with a Dumby Holding, because Veer don't consider no goals. You know, Veer don't really consider a lot of goals. If you don't consider a lot of goals, I'm going to go Dumby Holding 1-0. Veer biggest problem is scoring goals. That's their biggest problem, scoring goals. So let's see if they're going to fix that. Let's see how long it's going to take for them. I know that they're in the market right now, trying to get a proven goal scorer. I know that they're in the market right now, trying to get a proven goal scorer. So let's see if that matriculate for them. Let's see if we will see how that one materialize. Let me continue. Next matchup, people. So I'm going to go Dumby Holding 1-0. Arnett Garden versus Falkland. This can be a bloodbath. This can be a bloodbath because Arnett lost them last match. Them losing last match. I'm sure they want bounce back. I'm sure they want bounce back. And this is an opportunity for them to bounce back. Falkland still I try to get them foot in. Still I try to get them foot in. The result, the one he lost to Mobile, not that bad because it shows that's a derby. I expect the Mobile if it turn up really good. But I think, I believe this game is all printed to be Arnett Garden. It's all printed to be Arnett Garden, people. So I'm going to go Arnett Garden. I'm 3-1. I say Arnett Garden 3-1. Falkland must start out themselves to get themselves back going. I'm going Arnett Garden 3-1 for this. Alright, so let me give you guys the Women Premier League matchups coming up this weekend. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find the people. This it's difficult now because for some reason I can't find them. Alright, Pete. Okay, good. Alright, so the matchup. April. Would not reach say it. So it'll be on the 21st. Okay, so these are the matchup for the weekend for the Women Premier League. We have Rangers versus Veer. At 3 p.m. that game will be played by Another Bay Multipurpose Complex. Rangers versus Veer. Next match we have Baptist Alliance versus Mile Gully. That will be played by Paul Bogle High School. We have Olympic Guard versus Cavaliers at UWI. After out by Captain Harrisburg Center. We have Springers United versus Real Mobile at West Pow Park, Montego Bay. And then we have Fraser's Whip versus Royal Lakes at Royal Lakes. All these games will be played on Saturday commencing at 3 p.m. All those games will be played at Saturday commencing at 3 p.m. people. So I do think that would have covered every aspect of what we are here to do. Let me just re-announce the latest updates. We have Atapharoy Bygrave joining Mount Pleasant. And we have Alex Marshall joining Portmore United. So these are the two latest transfer in the Jamaica Premier League, people. And at present moment, those are the latest talking points. And you have seen now the Jamaica Premier League review and preview show combined. So hopefully, guys, see how prediction can go. And I know for the betting person, them, that must can do it some well. Anyways, people, take care of yourself. Have a good day, people. And hopefully, guys are doing good. MG Sports TV, people. Take care. We're out. Boom.